Welcome back to 90 in 90. Day 22. Let's finish up the 5 C's of negativity: complaining, criticizing, concern, commiserating, and catastrophizing. Today we are going to discuss the 5th and final topic of the 5 C's, catastrophizing. I hope by doing so, I can release myself from the trap of this negative mindset. Let's see how we can relate today's topic and how it impacts my life. It is important to get into the right frame of mind, and the process of prayer sets the tone for me to look at myself honestly. Prayer, HP, please open my heart, mind and eyes to see myself as a work in progress. Thank you for loving me exactly as I am, but too much to let me stay that way. Guide my understanding to learn from the opportunity you are presenting to me. Catastrophizing is when my mind immediately jumps to the worst possible outcome in any situation. It's a habit where I magnify problems and imagine disasters that aren't even likely to happen. When I catastrophize, I convince myself that the worst-case scenario is not just possible, but inevitable. This kind of thinking takes me out of reality and throws me into a cycle of fear and panic. It affects me deeply, because instead of dealing with things as they are, I'm constantly bracing for the worst. It causes unnecessary anxiety, making even small challenges feel overwhelming and impossible to handle. The more I catastrophize, the more I disconnect from the present. It's easy to spiral into what-if thinking, where one small problem snowballs into an imagined crisis. This kind of mindset prevents me from seeing realistic solutions because I'm too busy focusing on the worst possible outcome. It also affects my relationships. If I'm always assuming disaster, it's hard to be open, trusting, or calm. Catastrophizing keeps me in a constant state of stress, draining my mental and emotional energy, and it stops me from fully enjoying life. Whether I believe I can or cannot, I am correct. Focusing on the worst-case scenarios has always been a self-fulfilling prophecy. I just don't want to only see the worst in all situations. There must be another way. Good news, there is. To overcome this behavior, I need to immediately recognize when I start imagining these worst-case scenarios and ask, is this really likely to happen? Or what's the most realistic outcome? Grounding myself in reality, rather than letting fear take over, helps me stay calm and focused. I can also challenge my thoughts by asking, even if the worst happens, can I handle it? This shift helps me realize that I have the strength and resources to face challenges. Instead of letting my mind run wild with fear, I can practice staying in the moment, focusing on solutions, and trusting that things are rarely as bad as I imagine. Catastrophizing only limits me, but when I choose to face life as it is, not as I fear it might be, I open myself to clearer thinking and a calmer heart. More directly said, sometimes I need to thank my active imagination for sharing, and change the channel to a more productive thought. Join us tomorrow for another topic as we continue this journey towards a more complete life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on YouTube and all other social media platforms.